Imagine this. You're watching a thrilling tennis match on TV. The players are hitting powerful shots, the ball flying at over 100 miles per hour. Suddenly you notice something strange. That bright yellow ball is covered in fuzzy fabric. Why on earth does a tennis ball need fuzz? Wouldn't a smooth ball fly faster and bounce better? It turns out those tiny fibers are not just for looks. They play a crucial role in how the game is played, how the ball behaves in the air, and even how long it lasts. Today, we're uncovering the surprisingly smart science and engineering behind the fuzz on tennis balls. Welcome to Story Behind the Things, the channel where we explore the hidden reasons behind everyday objects we see but rarely understand. Tennis balls haven't always looked like this. Early versions in the 1800s were made of rubber and cloth, but they were often smooth or only lightly covered. As the modern game evolved and players started hitting the ball harder and faster, engineers realized they needed better control. So why does a tennis ball have fuzz? The fuzzy covering, officially called felt, serves three major purposes. 1. Aerodynamics and speed control. A completely smooth ball would fly too fast through the air and be almost impossible to control. The fuzz creates air resistance drag, which slows the ball down just enough for players to react. It also makes the ball's path more predictable. 2. Spin and grip. The fuzzy surface gives the racket strings something to bite into. This allows players to put heavy topspin, backspin, or sidespin on the ball. Thanks to the Magnus effect, this spin makes the ball curve dramatically in the air and bounce unpredictably, which is central to modern tennis strategy. 3. Durability and visibility. The felt protects the rubber core from wearing out too quickly, especially on rough, hard courts. The bright yellow color, officially called optic yellow, was chosen because it's highly visible on TV and against different court backgrounds. How tennis balls are made. Modern tennis balls start with a rubber core that's molded into two halves. These halves are glued together and filled with pressurized air, usually a mix of air and nitrogen, to give the ball its famous bounce. Then comes the fuzzy part. 2 pieces of felt, a special blend of wool and nylon, are cut into a dumbbell shape and carefully glued onto the rubber core. The ball is then baked in an oven to set the glue and shape the felt perfectly. Finally, it's tested for bounce, weight, and durability before being packaged. Interesting facts most people don't know. First, a new tennis ball can lose its bounce and fuzz after just a few games. That's why they're changed so often in professional matches, every 9 games in Grand Slams. Second, the fuzz actually slows the ball down by about 30% compared to a smooth ball, making the game playable at high speeds. Third, the felt direction matters. The way the seams are sewn affects how the ball flies and bounces. Fourth, tennis balls are designed differently for different surfaces. Grass court balls have less fuzz for faster play, while clay court balls have more to slow them down. And fifth, the bright yellow color was introduced in the 1970s because research showed it was easier for both players and TV viewers to track than the old white balls. The fuzz on a tennis ball is a perfect example of clever, purposeful design. What looks like simple fluff is actually sophisticated engineering that makes the game fair, exciting, and playable at the highest level. The next time you pick up a tennis ball or watch a match, you'll now appreciate those fuzzy yellow spheres in a whole new way. If you enjoyed this explanation of why tennis balls have fuzz, don't forget to subscribe to Story Behind the Things and hit the notification bell. We bring you clear, interesting stories behind everyday objects and technologies. Now tell us in the comments, did you know about the purpose of the fuzz before this video, or which everyday object should we explain next? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.